Good morning. My name is Paul Posey. I'm a Marine of 23 years, a father of 7, and I'm also an author. Today I want to talk to you about my books. Not just the books, but more so about the message inside of the book. And by the time I'm done speaking today, you'll have an understanding of the message that I want to share with every family. In my book, I Am My Own Dad, I talk about my story growing up without a dad. I was in a family of 5 children, and I was the only one that didn't get a chance to meet his dad. My mother told me that he was dead. But by age 27, I had a chance to meet him. But the next day, I had to walk away from him. Why? Because I did not want to open a new chapter of dysfunction for my kids to follow. I had to make a stand. In the book on love, I talk about the dysfunction that I faced inside the household with the 5 kids and my mom and the decisions she made. And I also talk about what I seen in the streets and in my last job, working with the homeless veterans program, going into low-income housing and watching the kids that I saw. Watching them go through the pain and the anger of their growth, the lack of caring, the lack of love. And also in the back of this book, I talk about what needs to be changed in our households. I'm from one of those households, and I understand what needs to be changed. In the book, When You Wake Up is about me and me realizing that my decision making does filter down to my children, and what I do makes a difference in their life. And when I woke up, I had to understand that I had to heal my family by mending those relationships, telling the truth, sharing facts, sharing my decision-making factors so they don't make the same decisions that I made. It's very important that we all wake up. And once we wake up, we have to understand our role. In my 4th book, Batteries and Suckers, I talk about the roles of the family. I talk about the resources that should be handed down, the traditions, the family loves that should be handed down from the parents to the child. What I like to call the batteries and the suckers. The batteries are the resourceful people in your family that make it happen. They protect us, they feed us, they clothe us. The children are the suckers, and they must connect with their batteries and draw everything that the battery has to share. And when the child does that, the child becomes another battery. The issue with our culture today is it's been gutted in the middle, and we have very little batteries for our kids to connect to. So they're tended to find their own way to connect and to grow through their own trial and errors instead of the information being transferred down through love. In 2012, I came to the realization that my life was changing. I understood that my life was going from negative to positive. And that caused me to generate a new type of organization. Something that is designed to help kids, veterans, and young people. I would like to believe that we can change and turn this around simply by trying to reestablish the family. Not being distracted by politics or religion, but go right up the middle. Because we can service all those symptoms that we have out in the streets. We can service the education, but at the end of the day, this child returns home to the same thing. Family dysfunction must come to an end. The only way that's going to happen is we wake up everyone to be on the same sheet of music to tend to our families.